Do you use a cheat sheet in business? On Sunday, the 7th of Feb 2021, Tom Brady took centre stage again for the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Super Bowl 55, attempting to further solidify his reputation as the greatest quarterback of all time. Now, we can have a spirited debate about who the best quarterback or football player of all time might be in the NFL, but there is no question that Brady would be in the conversation, along with probably Peyton Manning and Joe Montana. Now, the game was played at 11:30 p.m. London time, and I stayed up to watch it, fascinated as to whether Brady, at age 42, could take out a 7th Super Bowl in his 10 attempts. That's a potential 70% success rate. That is just outstanding. Only the All Black rugby team surpasses that with an 87% win rate. Now, as you know, I love sport, and while I find the NFL goes way too long with ad breaks, it still holds a real fascination for me. I mean, who would think it would be so difficult to move the ball up the field 10 yards when you've got 4 attempts to do it? Amazing. Rugby players and football players do it just about every time that they have the ball. With the way the NFL defences are organised, it isn't that easy. And that's what fascinates me about the game. And so much rides on the quarterback getting the plays right, so all the team knows what's going to happen from the snap. The quarterback really is the CEO of this business. And I don't think there are any female quarterbacks yet that I know of, he must see or have the strategy to see the big picture and be able to let his team know what he's seeing and the play that he wants completed to move his team and the opposition into a place where he wins. Now, while all that is being written about Brady and his right hand, which is his throwing hand, I took note of his other hand, and specifically his left wrist. Have you ever noticed his left wrist? Attached to Brady's left wrist for every game is a cheat sheet of sorts, a play card. What's notable here about Brady is this point. He has had the same job for 18 years. Think about it. 18 years with 2 different franchises. Now, I find it remarkable that someone could have a job for nearly 2 decades and still use prompts and cheat sheets like this. And I mean that is just remarkable in a good way. Because what is it telling me? It's this, that a man who probably knows the game inside out uses a card or cheat sheet, if you like, to take pressure off himself by not having to remember multiple plays, so he frees his mind up for other important facets that are happening or of the game. It lets me know also he understands the big picture and doesn't leave anything to chance that the human mind could forget in the cauldron that is Super Bowl. His card or cheat sheet is his strategy that all his players see. They know he's in control. They know he will call the play that he thinks is right for that particular situation. Now, as a CEO, it would be great practice to follow Brady's example. And I imagine all the other quarterbacks in the NFL probably have the same system. It just makes sense. So make up your own card or cheat sheet and stick with it for the sake of your business. No doubt Brady talks his plays through with his coach and his offense coach to ensure he hasn't missed an opportunity. Now, you as a business leader should do the same. Talk over your business playbook with your mentor or trusted advisor. All too often, I work with employees and leaders who have been in a job for a number of years, and they use their experience as a sword to establish their dominance. They don't roll out the playbook. Yet here is a guy succeeding at one of the hardest jobs in sport, using every trick, tip, and prompt that he can to find that edge. Go on the internet and have a look at the playbook he wears on his left wrist. It's a bunch of hieroglyphics and numbers and words that make absolutely no sense to you or me. Yet to Brady and his team, when he calls out a sequence from his left wrist, all the players know what's going to happen, where they should run, and who Brady is going to throw or pass the ball to. All this to move the ball at least 10 yards towards the end goal and to gain a touchdown. Now, for those of you who have held a job for more than 10 years, what do you do to stay sharp? Where is your playbook kept? Do your staff know and understand the plays you're going to make, and are they willing to drive that 10 yards for you before you bring out the next strategy from your playbook to move another 10 yards? Are you transparent or vulnerable about what you do to keep that edge? What message does your behaviour have on those around you? What cheat sheet do you use to remember and recall what you should be doing in your business or during your workday? Now, that's just something to consider as we all work to continually improve and to lead. And by the way, for the record, at about 2:30 a.m. on Monday morning, I was tired, but I had seen Tom Brady look at his left wrist multiple times, his cheat sheet that he used to throw Tampa Bay Buccaneers onto the winner's podium with a 31-9 win over Kansas City Chiefs. That's just extraordinary. Now, if you've liked this post, agree with what I'm saying, or even if you disagree with me, please like, share, or comment. Invite your friends to read it, share it, or comment, or even let me know the biggest takeaway from it is for you. Go and use your cheat sheet.